Hi, Gemini. I don't know why. I feel like I have to be close and like I should be doing this like an ASMR type of video. I don't know why. This is the energy that I'm picking up. So I'm picking up like something about your neighbor. I don't know. That's an energy I'm picking up. The number 33 is very significant. I feel like that is also a very significant number for our collective. You notice that I'm like talking to you like this. I feel like I should be talking to you like this, like really up close. And I should be talking to you like an ASMR. Take that as it resonates. I'm going to shuffle some cards. I'm going to start us off with a spirit animal oracle deck. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths, Gemini. And I feel like I should be doing this in a very quiet tone. Okay, very mellow. Okay. We must be in harmony with, attuned to our infinite intelligence. I'm trying to do this as quiet as possible. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. This is from the book Success Habits by Napoleon Hill. Okay. I wanted to start us off with that quote. Just something to reflect on in this season and for the month, okay? What is the energy for our Geminis? Gemini, let's go ahead and just keep up with those deep breaths. Let's keep up with those deep breaths, full and complete. A time to slow down, a time to reflect, a time to reassess on this journey that we've been on. Okay, this is something that you're, ooh! Tell me why. I don't know why, but I was waiting on this card this whole time. I did Aries, Virgo, and I just got done doing Libras, and it came up for you. And I was just waiting on this card this whole time, and it came up for you, Gemini. Grizzly bear, power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Literally, you've been waiting for this card to pop up, and it popped up for your reading. Boom, baby. 333 on the timestamp. What the? I don't know why. I'm just so excited right now. Like, I've been waiting for this card to pop up, and it popped up for you, baby. Power. Power. There is also power in positive affirmations. I feel the need to say that to our Geminis, okay? Because there's a power, benefits to reciting positive affirmations every day. You may be one who writes this on your mirror, on your bathroom mirror, and it's the first thing that you see, and you say it out loud to yourself every morning, every day when you wake up, okay? Whenever that is. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Taking your time every single day. This is like in divine order and in a fashion of, what is that? Orderly fashion. As you go about your day, Gemini, this has become your power. There is power in that. Benefits of positive affirmations. And I looked this up, and there are a lot of them tallied. Okay. There are a lot of them when I looked it up on Google. And I picked a couple of them here that I had written down. Benefits of positive affirmations. And the ones I picked are shifting your mindset, boost confidence, improves mental health, focus on goals, improved relationships, reciting positive affirmations can go a long way on your mental health, emotional health. This goes on even your spiritual health. Is that making sense? Let's say that it improves your mental health a whole lot, 100%. And this is done with such grace every single day, Gemini. Every single day. I knew this card was going to pop up, and it popped up for you, and it's just so incredible to me. Okay. I had written some notes here for you. We talked about, there's something about your neighbor. I picked that up. I picked up that energy. I feel like just earlier, like there was a lot of noises, okay, around me, and now it's just completely silent, and I feel the need to like be in a very soft tone. That's coming up a lot. The theme here is to slow down, Gemini. Some significance that I have here. Headache. Some of you guys are getting headaches. Heavy emphasis on your crown chakra. Okay, the color purple is associated with the crown chakra. Sorry, I spaced out for a minute. Some also significant fulfillment. Fulfillment. This is something also that was coming up. You are filled with grace, Gemini. Nothing can stop you now. Like what this card says, I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. I have so much to put, I have so much to like tell you guys. I feel like I'm gonna pull up an affirmation here. Let's get an affirmation for our Geminis. Nothing can stop you now. You have been, first of all, I want to bring up shadow work. There's something about shadow work, okay? We must, if we want to be on a higher frequency, if there are things that you're trying to attract in your life and you're doing your best as you go about this in an orderly fashion, like what I said, take heed on practicing shadow work, doing the shadow work. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem, harmless to others, but strong in love and heavy with power. Yes? I'm going to pull up another one. To pay attention to taking, excuse me, let me back up. scrambling my words here. There's so much energies that are coming through in every direction for me. I even had to say this to our Libras, okay? So please bear with me if I'm stumbling on my words, and yeah, I'm gonna pull this up because I feel like I need to be closer to you. Okay, I feel like I need to be closer to our Geminis. Okay. We need to be doing shadow work. This is important. Getting cozy here. We need to be doing the shadow work. You having to recite your positive affirmations, you had gone so far in practicing reciting your positive affirmations, how much that had improved your mental health, how much that had improved your stability in your mind and your body. When we take heed on our inner work, when we pay attention and having to practice self-love, self-care, how much that improves our body in every aspect. Mind, body, spiritually, physically. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. What did I say about this? I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Trust. And this is what you've done, Gemini. You've come so far in having to follow your intuition and look where it's gotten you. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Peace. And look where it's gotten you. I want to read you guys something that I have little notes that I had kept when I used to work as a host. And I would write little notes to myself. I would just like jot down information, just my intuition, just like, right. And I would just write down what the messages and the downloads that are coming for me. And I want to read this to you guys. Let's move on to tarot while I do this. Silence brings you so much information you couldn't even believe. Our body can do wonders, give you the answers you are seeking, provide for you in the best way possible without needing. We somehow find all the answers when we allow ourselves to be in silence. All of a sudden information just comes. It just runs and flows. When we are making space for that to come through, which is very important, and this is why it is also important to take heed on self-care, to do the inner work, to do the shadow work. Nothing can actually come through, no information can actually come through when we don't allow ourselves to heal. And through silence, okay, most importantly, through silence, when we are in complete relaxation and letting our body be in relaxation, not in anxiety, not in having to depress it, not in having to numb it, but to fully tapping into it and letting the energy flow through you. How much information you are also gathering. How much of your energy is just flowing naturally, right? We want it to be in the natural, we want to be in our natural state of being. How could you not want to be in your natural state of being, where this is where you get all of your answers that you seek, that you need? And in having to quiet the mind, are you receiving all of the information that you need? You are, in fact, the resource yourself. And so when you sit in silence, when you take heed on having to give yourself, allow yourself to be in solitude, give yourself the time to be in solitude. When your mind is silent, are you able to hear what's there, if you will? And I suppose this is why I need to be speaking in a very mellow tone here. Okay. We know there is a lot of healing that needs to take place. So if you are one, there's no cards coming out. If you are one who has struggled with your body and your mind and your spirit, if you are one who have been struggling with trying to get yourself aligned with yourself, your energy, your purpose, there needs to be a lot of healing, right? That needs to take place. Hesitant, yes, but we know that this is the road to fulfillment. Heavy emphasis on fulfillment. I feel like I said that earlier. Right? Again, you are filled with grace. Let yourself be in grace. Where are the cards here? I feel like this is allowing me to just really sit and slow down as the cards come out. And these, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take that. We're just going to go one by one here. Patience is key here. Patience is a virtue. There's so much that comes with being patient and allowing yourself to be in patience. Allowing yourself to slow down. The King of Cups. Okay. There is someone close to you, a friend, a lover, somebody closest to you who is very much aware of you, very much attentive to you. I'm getting like, you may not give this person enough credit for what it's like in a joking way. I'm getting like, you tease them a lot. How funny. Heavy emphasis on masculine energy here. They're quite charming is what I'm hearing. It's like a very playful energy here is what I'm getting with this King of Cups. Aw. Very sweet, loving, gentle energy is what I'm getting here. It's funny because like Gemini, you're like this grizzly bear, right? And this person, male or female, flip it how it is in your life, okay? Feminine, masculine, whomever I'm talking to, I am very much talking about a King of Cups, a masculine here. So flip it how it goes. And what I'm getting here is like, while you are the grizzly bear, Gemini, this very gentle soul, gentle being, who is so attentive and aware about you and aware of you, is like, it's like you are slowly aligning yourself with their energy, if that makes sense. Take that as it resonates. Please comment on that if you are resonating on that. That would be super dope. I would like to know. And They are, did you hear that? That was my stomach. They are, I'm getting a lot of like playful energy here. They're allowing you to just like be. I'm getting like you work so hard, like you're always so serious, and they want you to be playful, like just be present. 9 of Cups. To just be in a playful energy, like coming back to your inner child, perhaps. That's cute. And as they are so gentle and so soft with you, you are aligning with them and their energy. So this is perhaps giving you the balance that you need, okay? And you're over here like, I declare, I declare, I declare, I declare. This kind of life, like so serious every single day, wanting to improve, doing so much inner work, doing so much mental work. This is important. Perhaps I'm talking to somebody who's been through a lot of trauma. And what I mean by that is that mental trauma. You were brought up in a family who used to never always talked about, never always, that's terrible English. You were brought up in a family who didn't speak so much of their own emotions. That's something that you got really caught up in. They never really talked about what was going on in the mind. And you, Gemini, happen to be that person in your family who likes to get things organized, especially when it comes to what is happening in the mind. 2222 on the timestamp when I said that. And that makes sense. Bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Swords. This is where you were with your mind. And that's why you took so much effort in your I declare, I am, like your affirmations every day, because you knew that that was going to give you the boost and the improvement, the mental improvement, emotional improvement that goes along with that mental scatter, if you will. Okay, so this is where you were, Gemini. And now you're allowing yourself to be in the 9 of Cups, not the 9 of Swords. You're trying to understand where you were, 9 of Swords. Mind clutter, anxiety, nightmares, heavy emphasis on nightmares. Perhaps maybe that's where the headaches were coming from. Just like heavy on imprisoning yourself. And that all comes back to where you were in your childhood, where it all started, the trauma, okay? Yeah, that makes sense. Heavy emphasis on fighting for justice. There's this need to be in it, you know, sense of contentment, and you've always wanted to be in this energy of contentment, of just feeling that inner peace, inner happiness, as you should, as we all should. The trauma and how that impacted your life, how much of that you needed to get rid of. There needed to be change. Some energy needed to transform. You needed to transmute. You needed to just let this go. And perhaps this may be why you're wanting to be more in a slower pace. This could have been like, I'm not just talking about like now in the present time. I'm talking about like this is something that you've been doing for months, for years. Like this is something that you've been working on. The shadow work, the inner work that needed to be done. Taking heed on that every single day. Allowing yourself to improve. Allowing yourself to be in clarity and in self-awareness, because your mind was too much in clutter. There was no good energy flowing. You weren't aligned with your own sense of energy. Trauma can really fuck us up. Mental trauma, that's where it all starts. That's where delusionment, right? We don't actually really know what's going on in our inner world. Like, we know what's happening on the outside, and it may seem like we know what we're doing, but on the inside, internally, it could be a mess, right? Like, nobody knows what's actually going on in our mind. Like, we are the only ones that can see that. Can you imagine if we can see everybody's minds? That's crazy, right? We know what's going on the outside. We see what's going on the outside, but nobody can see what's going on in our head, in our mind. That is to be understood by you, by us, because everything starts with us and ends with us as well. To create a more honest inner dialogue and or with others, we must self-care. We must do the shadow work. There is no other way to get to the other side of fear. If we don't do any shadow work, if we don't do inner work, I suppose that some of us like to stay in scarcity because it means that you don't have to change. It means that you don't have to do any work. It's just easier that way, right? For some of us, we just don't want to do the inner work. It's just easier to be this way. Although there's nothing thriving inside. When you keep yourself in scarcity, you're not actually attracting abundance in your life, right? We don't want to just talk about it. We want to be about it. We want to claim it and own it. This is how we get to know who we truly are, and not what we were conditioned to believe, right? Not what we were conditioned to think when we were just kids. We think that for some of us who's been through trauma, how we were taught, what we were conditioned to believe isn't actually who we are. That is like a very sad thing to believe and to think about, but we are multi-dimensional people, human beings. There's so much to us that we don't know about. And perhaps that's the very thing that we are also scared about. Like, we also fear is that we just don't want to find out. But you having to take the lead, I honor my intuition and go where it leads me. You just know there's just so much more to life than depression, scarcity, anxiety. There is this energy of fulfillment. Your hard work, you are now seeing playing out in the physical and the 3D. That's exactly what you're seeing. And this is giving you a sense of peace. This is having you hold on to your faith just as much and even more. I'm getting what you give what you get. Or is it the other way around? You get what you give. I'm getting heavy emphasis on discipline. Okay, King of Swords. There's some things that you knew was certain about when it came to that Nine of Swords. You were just like, this does not feel right. This did not make you feel good. It did not make you feel comfortable. And you were right. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. You followed your intuition. You trusted in that inner voice. And you were right. Okay? You just so diligently and continuously, persistently in having to follow that. And it got you to where you wanted to be. And that is fulfillment. Perhaps it was the positive affirmations that got you this far, Gemini. You trusted and trusted and trusted and trusted, and you now have improved. I'm getting to you. You remember the time when you thought you didn't have time? Or I'm picking up like, do you remember a time when you felt like I'm getting running out of time or did not have enough time? You've somehow became time. Like you now see yourself as the creator of time. Like you now becoming time. You are now making time. You make time, and even more, like making more time. I don't know if that's resonating with you guys. I have the Wheel of Fortune. You're creating more time. That's very significant. You might not have made time for people or the things that you are passionate about. And now that you're realizing like, life is short, I need to make more time. I need to make more time in doing what I love. I need to make more time in, you know, getting to know people, being around people. I need to make more time. You are creating time and making time to do what you want to do. And in the past, you thought that you didn't have enough of that. Like you didn't have time to do any of that. And now it is at your feet. It is in your favor. I'm going to pull up some numbers here before we wrap this up. I wish I hope that I had said that in like the softest tone. You guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Keeping up with this algorithm and reaching out to the rest of us, very much appreciated. And I appreciate you guys for the love and support and helping me grow this channel. That means so much to me. You have no idea. It has been very challenging for me as well. And let me tell you, in doing these readings, it helps me also heal myself. Any personal readings, you guys, I have all of my information down in the description box below. Any donations also would be very much appreciated. Any numbers for our Geminis? I am doing personals at this time. I am available for that. Just send me like a short story of like what you want your reading to be about, and I will message you right back. I have the number 5. Interesting. And then the number 6. The uncertainty has now become certain. The impossible has now become possible. All you needed to do was believe. Tap into your own energy. The number 9. I'm getting shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Find the beautiful thing. I just you be happy. You and I are like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see. A vision on the ecstasy. Thank you for this reading. And thank you for your energy. Thank you for your vibe. Gemini, I will see you in the next.